Hello, everyone, and welcome to Edelweiss Essentials for Librarians. My name is Jane White, and I'm the Library Success Manager. This short video, will show you those essential elements of Edelweiss that anyone can use. You don't need to have a subscription, and for you to get the most out of your Edelweiss experience. So after you've logged in, you'll now see your homepage that looks something like this, and you'll notice that we have changed the header. So the first thing that I want you to do is click on your initials. If you've uploaded a picture, your picture will be here. And you're going to go to your profile and account. And what you're going to do is fill in the profile as much as possible. 4 or 5 bullet points that are going to identify you and what your responsibilities are. This profile information will be sent with every request that you make for a digital review copy. So it's important that you make sure that you include all of the essential information so that you can catch the eye of the publicist to ensure that you're going to get approved for any of the digital review copies. Make sure you click on Save. The other thing that you're going to want to do is click on the little pencil icon and fill in the links to your social media presence. If you have a book blog that reviews new books, by all means include it, because again, the publicists are looking at ways for you to be able to get that information out so that they can get all the information on their new books. And if you want, you can include a picture. You don't have to, but to do that, you can just do a picture and just upload a file from your computer. Just make sure that it's 300 by 300 pixels. The next thing you're going to want to do is look at your home page and make sure that it has all of the widgets on it that you need it to include. So this is a home page. This is pretty much that's standard. So you're going to have your digital review copy widget. These other widgets will probably be standard as well. And you can customize this any way that you want by clicking on Add Widget and then just clicking on any of these that are here. What I'm going to want you to do is click on Add Widget and click on Saved Filters and add the Saved Filters widget to your home page. This is going to be important for a minute, but it will also help to allow you to always access your saved filters quickly. The other thing that you're going to want to do is go through this publishers list and just click on the stars next to those publishers that you always want to see the information for. There are going to be a number of them that these are the ones that you automatically check. After you do that, you don't need this widget anymore. Click on X, get rid of it, because you're going to need the real estate. You can have a second digital review copy widget. So you can always have a digital review copy widget for those books that you are required to purchase because that was what your responsibilities are at your library. And then you can have those digital review copy widgets that are the digital review copies that you like to read. And to find those, and again, the next big thing that I want to show you is saved filters. The saved filters link has moved. It's now looks at this little funnel here. This is saved filters. So you're going to want to click on saved filters. And then you're going to want to add a new filter. So what you're going to want to do is, as you can see, there's 1.1 million books in Edelweiss, and you're going to want to narrow this down to those books that you're interested in. If you like certain publishers and you always want to see what their new books are, you can certainly create a filter by just clicking on this and then adding a date and then saving it. Or you can do by subject. And to do it by subject, you're going to look at Edelweiss vendor. Then you're going to go down to subject, and then you're going to look at the BISAT categories and see which subjects that you want to be interested in. So let's do the one for our own personal likes. So if you click on the little down arrow, it's going to show you all of the subheadings within fiction. So if you only like to read certain kinds of fiction, you can certainly just click on the pluses and add those to whatever you want. Or you can say, I actually like all fiction, but there are certain types of fictions that I don't like. I don't like alternative history. I don't like anything about disasters and dystopian, and I don't like Gothic, and just keep going down. As you can see, as I'm adding the minuses to the fiction, I'm now down to 205,000 results. Still too many. So I'm going to go back up to where it says subject and click on publication date. And I'm going to say, I want to see any new fiction that has my criteria that has a publication date starting today and looking out 1 month. Now you can see I'm only down to 1,153 titles. And then you're just going to name it. And you can just call it Favorites and click on Save. It's then going to display those titles on this list and that you can take a look at them. You can sort by any number of criteria that's here. So you can actually search by publication date if you like. You can search by which books have gotten the most reviews. You can search by ISBN, or you can sort by title, whichever you want to do. All you need to do is click on that. The reason that you might want to do reviews is that you can then see those books that are getting the most reviews. So least to most or most to least. So you can see this one has 162 community reviews on it. The next one down has 138 community reviews. So again, a great way to be able to go and see what other people are looking at, but looks to see what those books are. Then if you go to your home page, you can see that this has now added it to my saved filters widget here, but you can apply those saved filters to your digital review copy widget. So I can just go into my saved filters, add to that, and now it's only going to show me the digital review copies that meet the criteria that I'm interested in. So these are the books that I like to read, but then these are the books that I might want to be required to purchase. So I can either click and add a new filter, my own saved filter, or Edelweiss actually has a number of genre filters that you can do. So for example, if you are in charge of the health and fitness collection for your library, I've now put health and fitness, and these will just show the health and fitness digital review copies that are available on Edelweiss. You can use those filters in other parts of Edelweiss as well. So saved filters is going to save you a lot of time, energy, and it's again going to save you some frustration because it's going to then show you just those books that you want to read. The next essential element that I wanted to show you is something called Buzz. And Buzz is a great way of seeing which books are getting the most talk within the book community. And I'm particularly focusing on something called honors. Honors are any book which has gotten some kind of recognition within the time period that you set. And to filter by time period, you can just click on this and you can take a look and see. So if you wanted to see anything that's gotten an honor within the last year, the last 3 years, the last 6 months, I have this currently set for the last 3 months. You can certainly do that. All you have to do is select the date that you're interested in. So it's important to know that these are what have gotten an honor within that time period, not necessarily what the publication date for that particular book is. So to do the publication date refinements, you can either create a saved filter for publication date, or you can use the refinement over here. So again, you can select a publication date. You can look to see when the books have gotten an honor. So if you only wanted to see something that was forthcoming, you can certainly tick the boxes here to select those publication dates. The numbers that are in the parentheses represent the number of titles so this is basically, there's 290 titles that have a September 2020 publication date that have gotten some kind of a recognition. To find out which recognition that is, you can just hover over it. So basically recognition is awards like Indie Next, Carnegie Medal, the Newbery Award, or it is starred review in the review literature. Booklist, Library Journal, Kirkus, School Library Journal, Hornbook, all of the major review publications, including Publishers Weekly, are included in this. And as you can see, The Wicked King by Holly Black has gotten a Booklist starred review, and it was chosen as an Indie Next winner. Library Journal starred review for Tools of Engagement. Daisy Jones and the Six got multiple reviews for Publishers Weekly, Indie Next. It was a Library Reads selection, Booklist starred review, and a Library Journal starred review. You can also filter, again, refine here by the awards. So for example, if you only wanted to see anything that has gotten a Booklist starred review in the last 3 months, because again, we have our last 3 months on there, just click on it and it will pull those books to the top. And again, you can sort them by publication date. Right now, I've got them searched by the reviews. So this is another way to find them. So if I wanted to, I can just go by publication date. So now I've got any books sorting by publication date, and then you can see the award that they have gotten. This is a really powerful way to be able to see what's happening and which books are getting the recognition. Again, you only have a certain amount of library budget that you have, so you might want to concentrate on those books that are really getting the notice. You'll notice here that a lot of times we have images here. So if you're a children's librarian and you're responsible for choosing picture books, this will give you an idea of what those illustrations look like. Obviously, for graphic novels as well as picture books, the quality of those illustrations are going to be important. So you're going to want to make sure that those are exactly what you're going to want to see. If you wanted to see more detail on any of these, you can just take a click on this and you can actually see the reviews that this book is getting. So you can just go down and see exactly what people are saying, and to get more information, just click on the review and then you can read what other people are saying. So again, really powerful thing to be able to do, and you find that by looking at Buzz and then clicking on Honors. The other thing that I wanted to show you, again, those Edelweiss essentials, are obviously review copies. You can take a look at review copies. Here again is a way to be able to filter through those review copies. So again, you can go to your saved filters. You can look at the favorites, the things that you've done. You can actually apply the saved filters so that you can go and look at things that are just within your remit as far as a collection development librarian. You can see those copies that are available immediately to download here, those that are available to request, those that are available as print review copies, and we do now have audio review copies within Edelweiss, which you can actually download and listen to. So the audio review copies, you'll see this little thing here. To request those, just click on request review copy, as you always do. And then what you're going to do is you're going to submit your request. Oops, clicked on the wrong thing. Request review copy. And you're going to just click on submit. Easy peasy. To clear your filters, you just click on clear filters. So again, save filters, really valuable for you to be able to take a look at and see what's happening with them. You can also tag books. Tag books are like the equivalent of putting a sticky note on a book. So for example, say I'm going through my Buzz section and I'm looking at my honors books, and I see some books that might be eligible that maybe I want to create a book club about them. So I can just go into here and bookmark them, basically is what it's doing. And all I need to do is just click on tag, and then I can say, you know, I'm going to use this as a cookbook suggestions fall 2020, and that's going to add that as a collection. So again, as you're going through these, maybe you look at this one and you think that, oh, this looks like something that I'm going to be wanting to use for book talk. So again, I always encourage you to put a date. Click on that, and you can just go ahead and tag books as much as you want. And then you can go back in and look at those tagged books and see what's happening with them. And that's the basics of the most important features of Edelweiss. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, send them to support@abovethetreeline.com. Thank you.